Hello everyone, today we have a different sort of video. I'm not doing a reaction video this time, but instead what I'm going to do is go through the new KSI and Randolph album, which has 3 guest features I believe, JME, Talia and Quedeca. So I'm not going to play the music, I'm just going to give my opinions on each song, because one, I'm not good enough with editing to do that, and second, I just want to give my opinions on it, because obviously I have favourites of a song, and I have, for ones what I thought I'm not going to listen to that as much, so I'm going to give it, overall I liked the album and well I did like it. For everyone who's saying Randolph is shitting on the album, making it bad, I completely disagree. Randolph is one of them who likes melodic songs, has said it in the past. So when he did this and most of his bits were just melodic singing along sort of thing, I really did like it. Slow Motion is by far my favourite song Randolph has ever done. So I just don't get what people's problem with it is. Basically, the format of this is going to be I'm going to go through each song, say what do I rate it as, and then I'm going to go, these were my favourites and these were the ones I thought could have been better. Don't know, just a different sort of, more like a review sort of video. New Age was a good way to set off with it, because it gives the beat for you to like get hyped into the rest of the album, I believe, where you're there going, or you want to go, you want to continue with the song. Oh Jesus, brilliant. Camera's not the best. Good enough, obviously. But it was a good way for you to get into the album, with the beat, with the way Randolph was singing at the beginning, with like the more melodic sort of singing. One criticism maybe would have been the amount of auto-tune they did use throughout the entire album. But overall, I just thought that in this song it worked well with what the beat was trying to hype you up for the rest of it, and I think it worked brilliantly. KSI's bit I thought was quite good as well, especially the end bit where it goes sort of thing. The only thing with KSI which I feel sort of sorry for is that because where his voice is, it feels like it's a bit more monotone sort of sounding than quite a few other people, and I know he's not trying to go for that route, but it's the way it is. In my opinion, I still like his songs. The next one is Bearers. I quite liked what they tried to do with this song. With this song, I feel like they did more of they were trying to show the like lyrical ability more. Maybe not speed, because none of these songs will have a fast bit where they both try and hit the fastest they can in this album. But I feel like they tried to show lyrical ability. I did like Randolph's bit. The first thing is that keyboard warrior, ugly ass catfish. Don't know, there's just something about that line I like, because it's like, yeah, you say this shit behind the screen, you know what I mean? But if you were to go up to that person in real life, would you say it? That's why I don't try and talk shit, because I know I wouldn't be able to back you up with what I am. Basically, don't say shit if you can't back up what you're gonna say. KSI's bit I quite like it because it's a bit further on, like if I can play a bit. This now. That, I feel like that was it continues, but I don't know what their stance were with using music from the album. I don't know if like it's copyrighted or you can use clips. I feel like the sort of people that would do it so you could just use it because of how much trouble they'll have with copyrights and stuff like that. But yeah, I feel like they tried to show the local ability, and because of it I rate this song quite highly. I think it's quite good. I do like it a bit more than New Age. Now on to Champagne. The two I've just reviewed before this and this one. This is by far my least favourite. Not trash, you know what I mean? I think it's just with a bit of heavy use on the auto-tune in the chorus when Randolph's singing it. I get the message is saying nothing else ever, I do get the message behind the song, but I don't like the auto-tune used on it. and even though like lyrics a bit like I understand where it's coming from, like oh I'm doing this, I'm doing bits. People want to see me fall. I'm gonna prove them wrong, sort of like essence of lyrics. And I do like songs like that, but I feel like there's a few too many songs like that. Plus, I listen to a few songs, so because of reasons, probably personal preference as well. I'm gonna put Champagne as a lower, as the lowest one so far. Nothing of it against KSI or Randolph, I love them both. On to Queen. Unfortunately, I'll go give the same review to Queen as I did to Champagne. It just wasn't as impacting, in my opinion. You know, it didn't have as much of a unique twist in it. I am starting to notice a tiny bit of similar sort of beats. Nothing wrong with that. I like the beat, so for me, I don't see that as much as a downfall. But I know some people like to see different beats and everything, so that's one thing. Another is for auto-tune, as I mentioned, is just a bit weird. It was a bit too much for me to get that much into it. Or it was too noticeable on that song, in my opinion. It's still an okay song. It's still one that if I wanted to listen to, I'd still play it on. And that, considering New Age and BOS, I'd much rather play them two than Champagne and Queen at this stage. My thing at the moment would be BOS, New Age, Queen and Champagne. On to Real Name. See, I'm a bit biased with Real Name because I've already listened to the songs beforehand. Real Name is by far my favourite on this track. Because I have a soft spot for like when a person can properly sing. So when Tally Marshall's her bit in this song, it absolutely just kills me. I really do like this song. But all I do get that auto-tune is as heavy as it were the other ones, but because I feel like it's not as noticeable because you're focusing also Tally Mar's bit and the beats more pronounced as it were in Queen and Champagne. I feel like it fits in a bit better and rolls a bit better. I didn't mind the lyrics overall, but I just liked the flow of the song, the rhythm of it. It made it so I could like put it on and I just could chill like just chill whilst doing some work or doing anything. Slow motion remastered. Usually I have a cut because what I do is I listen to the song to reinvigorate my memory and then I go back into it. But with real motion I don't have to because like I mentioned at the beginning, slow motion is by far the greatest song I thought Randolph made until obviously Real Name what does give it. It's battling between them two now, Real Name and Slow Motion on a similar sort of level to me. With Slow Motion Remastered, it's basically the same song, but at the end, it's got a teeny little bit. I'll play that tad bit for you. It's in that sort of essence or aspect. I know so I wasn't keen on that little bit I did at the end. Don't know why, just personal preference. I felt like it didn't match the rest of the song. But like I say, personal preference, but I do like Slow Motion. For lyrics are something I'm not as much behind because like KSI's bit's a bit more about like, I can get women sort of thing, and it's like that sort of mentality of like I'm not keen on people on lyrics what say that sort of stuff. I'm more keen on lyrics what show a meaning behind it. Don't get me wrong, songs what are bangers, but it's them like showing off sort of thing are also good. But as a work in a lyrical standpoint, I do like Slow Motion overall. Though I feel like the flow of it's very nice, very chill, relaxed, melodic. I feel like it's a song I could put on, just chill to relax. Like I've already said. It's just a very good song overall. Easily, if I'd rated it now, it'd be Real Name and Slow Motion at the top, like bit by bit. Then it'd be BOS, New Age, Queen and Champagne. On to Where They Were. For Where They Were, I feel like it wasn't as impacting as other songs. I feel like the beat was sort of similar. I didn't mind it. It was a bit slowed down. So I felt like I listened to it and just sort of went. I have watched the music video for, and I do like the production of the music video. I do very much like that video. Don't get me wrong, it's a very good video. They've put their effort into it. I'd rate it as a song. Like I said, it'd be a song I'd listen to maybe. But as an impactful song, what I'd like definitely be like, oh man, not as high. I'd put it above Champagne and Queen, but I wouldn't put it above Beerus New Age and stuff like that. Still rateable song, but not as rateable in my opinion. It's all personal preference. To just show my review. There's obviously got to be goods and bads to it. Still got to be a massive fan of KSI and Randolph. On to Bow Down. The Bow Down I actually rate it because this is a Randolph heavy track. KSI does the chorus bit, saying I'm king, soldiers, we're taking over sort of thing. Similar sort of works a few others, but it works with what Randolph's sort of saying, because I quite like the way he does it. Well, one of the lines I picked up on into it is I would cut from different cloth, make a different sleeve, difference between me and you sort of thing. And it does, I do quite like Randolph's sort of rap. This one's a bit different because I said he likes doing more melodic sort of stuff. With this, he sort of goes more with the beat, which isn't as melodic. You know what I mean? Just a very good song overall. That one, I do rate that one quite high. Well, I think I'd actually put that maybe on the same level as New Age, in my opinion. Very rated. The only problem I had with that song was that weird high level of auto-tune when Randolph repeats the chorus of KSI. It's like a big, heavy like focus on auto-tune. I wasn't keen on that bit. But the rest of the song I actually quite adored, so that's definitely one I'm going to be putting in listening to a bit more. So on to Pull Up, which is featuring Jamie. With Pull Up, I quite liked it. I quite liked how Jamie sang in his feature. He did quite well. The rhymes was simple, but I quite liked him. For that fact, it was a song I was like going, oh yeah, I did not listen to it. This is a song I could definitely bounce to. KSI's bits were sick. The beat was a bit different, a bit more bass, I believe, sort of thing. Made it so the song was a bit different, a bit invigorative. Features also always do that because I haven't heard of Jamie. Listening to this song where it makes someone check Jamie out, and I think he's done a proper good job of smashing it on the album and for people to go over and check him out, because that's what I'm going to do after this. After this, I'm going to go to his thing and check him out. So in this, I'd put it on the same level as New Age, Beerus. In that sort of category song I could bounce, I'd put it on the thing, I'd listen to it more than like Champagne and Queen. Now on to the last one, the one what I was probably most hyped for because it had Quebec on it, and obviously for anyone who is a fan of KSI, you know about the Quebec and KSI beef. Quebec did a diss track called Insecure, and then KSI did one back called Aries. Found it was a very good beef, interesting listening to them both, and I'm glad they've patched it up and made a song together because I felt like them two would have been proper good on a song. Now I'll go give you my review on it. Roll Up for Dice is on here my favourite song, along with Real Name. The reason I don't quite so much is because you heard that song before, and this is the remastered. I'm not keen on the remastered more than the original. So for this album, Roll the Dice is on the same level as Real Name for me. I really did like Roll the Dice. Quedeca's bit where it goes fast for that like small section is sick, man. Well, I listened to that for the first time when it came out because I was up late yesterday because I go by UK time as well. I was there going, oh, this, proper beating on going, oh, go on, Quedeca, going. you know, proper loving it. I liked the beats where it was a lot different, not a lot, but it was a different enough. I was like, ooh, this beat works, you know, with what they were saying. And Randolph's bit, he even tried to go a bit in as well, probably because he was doing a track with Quebec, and obviously it's like that sort of thing of you might be doing a song together but you want to be the best on that song, don't you? So this song's just Randolph and Quebec. KSI's not in it. It's still a very good song. I do very rate it. The beat is honestly one of my favourite parts when we try and find a bit. They look to see you at your... I actually like that beat so much. Wolf Dice is definitely one of my favourites. Beats there, the lyrics are there, them singing it's there, the speed's there, you know, everything is just a song where I can get behind. It's definitely one I'm putting a high rank. I will review the album in its entirety. I think it's a very good album. It has some banging songs on there that I'll definitely be listening to for a good time. It does have a few songs what I'm probably not going to listen to as much. As with any album, I don't feel like there's an album what I like every song on. Even Eminem, like Kamikaze, I liked Lucky You for Ringer, Maybe Fall Down, Venom. Oh, Venom weren't on there, wasn't it? No, maybe. You know, I liked a few, but I don't like them all. Same with this, I liked a few of them, but Champagne and Queen are the ones where we're going, nah, but Real Name of Over Dice, the ones I'll be going, yes to. So overall the album were very good. For beats, sometimes it varied, but overall felt like it stuck to the same sort of beat. The use of auto-tuning, some of them was a bit over the top, but sometimes auto-tune fit in with what the beat wanted in terms of lyrics. Some of them didn't feel like they pushed out as much, you know, in terms of vocal ability, but they did in terms of flow. So some songs I like because of flow, some of them I like because of ability and speed. But overall, out of 10, I'd give it like a 7, 8. Out of songs, I like 7, 8 out of the 10. What I'd properly listen to. Here's the list of songs where I'm gonna put from the top to the bottom, which I liked the most from the album. So at first I will have to give it to Real Name, because Real Name had the melodic flow I liked, chill factor, one I could just be like, I'm doing some work, just need a chill song to listen to in the background. That's a song I want to listen to. Boom. When I can with then, boom. Then afterwards it'd be Roll for Dice because of the speed element of what I just said, basically what I just said before, so that'd be second. Third, I would have to give it to Pull Up because Chamey's feature was very good. I was surprised when I heard that. I was like, whoa, this guy's actually quite good, I've got to have to check him out. I quite liked KSI's bit as well, but Chamey for me took it. Number 4, I would put Slow Motion just because I liked Slow Motion as a song. For Teeny Bit of End, for remastered Bit of End does devalue it a tad bit, but not enough for it to affect it in this standpoint. I still really do like Slow Motion, still a song I would pump to. So that'd go number 4. Number 5 would be Beerless, because of what I mentioned before. I just quite like the beat for where that KSI actually tries to go a bit faster than that. Then afterwards, New Age. It's a good way to introduce yourself into the album. The reason I play a bit low is because the other songs are actually quite good as well, but as an introduction to the album, I do rate it higher. Then after that, Red Alert. I feel like it didn't pop out as much. It didn't have as much of an impact on me, but it's still a song I would listen to, and I do rate the music video. Then after that, I'd put Champagne and then Queen, because I just wasn't keen on them two as much. For auto-tune wasn't Queen and Champagne. The reason I put Queen and Champagne at the bottom is because it just wasn't as impactful to me. The auto-tune sort of ruined it, and the lyrics weren't as nice. It's still an okay song, but not one I'd listen to much at all. So there we go. That's been my review of the New Age album. If you liked it, leave a like. If you want to see me review another album, put in the comments what you want me to review. Subscribe if you want to see a variety of sort of videos. If you have any criticisms, well, I know I'm trying to figure out the mic problem. Just that mic doesn't work. That's it. If you have any constructive criticism to how I rated the album, how I should rate it, what aspects I should look into whilst rating it, by all means do that. If you're just saying you're fat or I don't get why you like Randolph, that's sort of just being trying to complain because you don't like something, you expect someone else not to like it as well. But anyway, that's been the video. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.